Hi guys, this is Bill from Spencer1984.com with the final update to the Ferris Bueller's Day Off Ferrari 250 GT California. And while this last week has been a little bit crazier than I was expecting it to be, I was able to get this all wrapped up. So we'll start by giving it a little bit of a turnaround here, and the first thing you'll probably notice is these are not the photo etch wheels. So I made one and thought it looked really pretty good until I put it on the car, and it didn't look right to me. They looked too big. The proportions of the wheel and tire just didn't fit right for me. And I think really it's the wheel diameter, because these are the tires that come stock in the kit, and they're just about the exact same size, so I don't think it's that. I think it was the wheels are too big. So I took another look at the kit wheels, and these are them. Gave them a black wash to give them a little bit more depth, and then I replaced the tires with a set from AMT's Eckler Corvette, which I think have a much more appropriate look. Going around back, I've got the Nervous vanity plate, and I replaced the 4 exhaust tips with some metal crimp sleeves. I also modified the side vents because they fit the body really nicely, but the flange on the inside made it so that they were recessed, and that didn't look right to me. So I cut off the flange, just did a press fit into the body, and that let me seat them exactly where I wanted. Both bumpers had the bumperettes shaved off, and then I redid those in bare metal foil. And taking a look under the hood, I added the radiator hoses in the fuel line. And these are the carburetors from the kit, but the intake bells are a different size of crimp sleeve. Ended up going with that. Not really much to see on the chassis, especially with that belly pan in place. I think you guys have seen everything else here so far. One thing that I was briefly concerned about was the ride height, because I've got it sitting a little lower in the back than I expected, but then I went back and looked at the movie, and yeah, that's accurate. Inside, I've got the rest of the door details and dash details added. I've got my steering wheel painted with my usual clear orange topper for wood grain. Windshield wipers are out of my parts box. I'm not sure what they're out of, but they were a lot finer than what came in the kit, so I went with them. I added the decal to the middle of the horn button, as well as the nose of the car out of my parts box, because this kit didn't include either one of them. Side marker lights are some craft gems, and they fit perfectly, so yeah, I'll go with those. And so that pretty much wraps this up. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Not perfect, but not bad. So throw a couple of comparisons up here. Here it is with Magnum's Ferrari. See how those two look together. And here it is with the 330p from Ford vs. Ferrari. And I can't remember what I did to make this one so bright. I thought that I did the same pink primer with TS8 Italian red over top, but yeah, this one definitely looks a little bit brighter. And sticking with the racing theme, here it is with Niki Lauda's Ferrari 312 from the movie Rush. Here it is with the Outrun Ferrari Testarossa. And finally, to break from the red theme, here it is with Sonny Crockett's Ferrari Daytona from Miami Vice. So, that'll wrap it up for this project. Glad to have this one finally finished off. I'm going to be moving on to something completely different next week. It's going to be way, way outside my wheelhouse, and I'm not even sure if it's going to work or not, but kind of excited to give it a shot. So, you can check back then, and thanks for watching. You're still here? It's over. Get off your phone. Go. There'll be another build next week.